Shamai. Hello, hello. Hello. Ah, no, I forgot to plink plonk on the chat. I'm sure there's a way to make this happen so I don't have to do this every single time. Or maybe there's not, I don't know. But what I do know is it's time for more Valhalla. Let's go. Load. Load. Rise and shine. Good morning. It is 11 AM this morning. That is morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to make sure most of them, they take care of most of them at least. Make sure most of them are taken care of. How so? Zaibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighbouring city forces were deployed and quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like some god has suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad there are no bullets flying in and out of the building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out and it's not really safe yet, but it's better than it was last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. Oh, cool. So not only the White Knight's a problem, regular folks are on edge too. What if stays okay? Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe doing it. Dare I say, safer than whenever he's here. I hope so. Are we gonna work today? No, things are too nasty right now. Let's just take Sunday off. Oh, okay. Say, do you want me to help you to get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate it. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way as well. If you would be interested in it. Yeah, sounds good. Snake. And we're here. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Your boss wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, you know, grab a beer, chill out a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you that you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say one of us going through the Spanish announcers table. What? I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me. Would you like a fag? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke all you want. Thanks. So how is the chilly weather treating you? Gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Alright boss, you're not very good at the cold, are you? You know it. Didn't bring your jacket. You either. Yeah, I left it at home when I was going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. Oh no, just have it. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me. So you can wear it. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. No reason not to. Okay. Wait, where did you get this one? Don't know, some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing, it's just like the one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. Ah, that happens. You can keep it if you want, I never really use it either. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you? Can't just ask a woman how old they are. I'm eternally 17 second season. Fair enough, 17 plus how much? 17 plus, I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Okay. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. Cat. Say Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of fur glaring at my general direction. Oh, that's just for he's very weary of visitors. Cats will be cats. Just, you know, ignore him. He'll warm up eventually. He's quite unusual looking though. Blue eyes on a black cat. They normally have green. Yeah, weird. At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they just never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. A bear? Good old Bosco, he kept intruders away better than any dog. Yeah. This picture isn't something you see every day. What, me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on a printed paper, it's very vintage. What are these? That's, one is, the one on the right is Leno, my ex-girlfriend, and on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Ah, is this pic recent, or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what do you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. That lot of painted and framed one. Did you break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when you called her ex. You must have, because since you're displaying the picture. Otherwise it'd be a quite bad emotions. Let's just say everything ended with both of us saying mean things. Never mind, that's gonna be difficult to look at then. And me storming out of a house, breaking multiple things on the way out. Very bad things. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have some emotions towards her. I just went away and haven't said anything towards her since. Really? That's hard to picture you doing something like that. You look so happy in the picture. Why have a picture out here in the first place then? I couldn't get my mind off something Alban said to me. Something about missing the warmth of someone on you. Holding you close, using them as a pillow. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Making sure everything is okay. Dozing off knowing they're watching you and protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic and then miserable. I'll just put this away then. Ooh, looks like I brought up something not so good. I've been meaning to apologize, but I think maybe too late. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the streets. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's on the table? Looks like an envelope. Oh, no, it's nothing. It's not. Don't worry about it. Just Give here. Hello. Okay, here's this envelope. I didn't see any information on such an envelope. I didn't even know I don't even know what that was. That's some beers. Guide away. Science Park. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BDC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. That beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the bars at the drinks at the bars and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell at stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA, and this one is a Pilsner. Okay, in English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Don't know, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. This one's made with that. What was the name of the base liquid used in the bar again? Nutriogenic dichrometrical lidogenol, or DNL. NDL. It was a supplement for something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kiss polluted the water supplies. The effects of the pollution turned out temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And this one is made with it. Let's see. Yep, here it is on the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. And I just realized something. Oh? You're a massive nerd. Guilty, I suppose. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone, and that's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Dunno, with being my boss and all, you know. Might want to have a purely professional relationship. A little English, use your mouth and tongue to form words and letters. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. And besides, you and Jill are always so diligent and responsible that I'm basically only boss in name anyway. That's good to know. Yeah, you know, it's always good to have friends. Always good. Talking to people, it's important, even if you don't realize it when you're doing it, or even when you're not doing it. Talking to people is an incredibly important thing to do. So if you have some friends that you're not reaching out to because of one reason or another, just do realize that when their life is hectic, they might not have time for you anymore, and because you didn't talk to them, they don't feel the need to keep you included because, well, their time is now precious, and there's a few amount of people they can afford to let in their circle, and you just didn't make it. So just make sure all your friends are aware that they're your friends. On a side note, it surprised me you kept that poster of me in the room, and even more that you hung it up on plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more of a joke. Does it make you uncomfortable? That's a bit. Saying does it make you uncomfortable probably makes it more uncomfortable. If doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. Well, because someone's hanging up a picture of you and you're not like a celebrity or anything. Not that I think celebrities should be treated as big as they are, but you know, I'm still wondering why you did it though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. It was just funny. I guess it's like if someone gave you a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's sort of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. I'd rather not talk about when that happened. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can dish out some pain. It's nice. Very nice. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. But no, you have my back though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you're talking about the poster and compared to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey boss, be honest with me, yeah, for a sec. About what? Who is Gil? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots. Oh, information. And he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he hasn't left Hong Kong in at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time frame. And it's always like that. When I think I have a clue on who he is, something else comes up and contradicts that evidence completely. He's a bit troublesome. A bit, yeah. I wonder if Gil's alright. Are you worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You could be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell peppers. He does. I've seen him reject food that's been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something, then I suppose it's not very baby-y. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a person? Almost said baby. He just showed up in the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, the levitation potion. It was a slow day, and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much just gave him drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. He cried? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted to have a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out everything about him, so I decided to take him at face value. I'd judge him for what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I return the favour in kind, covering for his ass from time to time. Sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. Yeah, I can take care of myself, and I've always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that Couldn't ignore someone that's desperate so easily. And you've made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you burned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker, I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. She's a nice girl, you know? I don't think she's young enough to be called girl anymore. Says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she's nice. When you hear her spark of her family, she speaks with such love and her face brightens up. It makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest. You have bad relations with your family? Not bad, I'm just not particularly close with anyone beside my mother and father and my aunt. But back to Alma, I'm hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one, I can't help but want her to succeed. Ah, I see. There's also the sex worker robot. Ah, Dorothy. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me. Though I've seen a lot of sex workers over the years, she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather she takes to it with such childish excitement, which is, you know, odd. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilim can be odd. You think? Lilim operate in some really foreign logic sometimes. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear, love, but they just don't attain human-like obstacles. Like a different culture. I didn't really see it that way. Makes some sort of sense though. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72, which is a social interactions model or something. They'll let them get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose. So I'm guessing she gets a building push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilim's a bit weird though. Is it? You'd expect them to be called like bots or dolls, but Lilim doesn't convey any sort of image of automation. Just a tip, just a tip, but bots and dolls are basically slurs to them. Bot is like akin to calling them a retard, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. I decide, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, it's because they all have. As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Speak properly, please. Please. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. That acts stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost told me a Newman with your glare. So it must be something. See, like that. That's what I mean. It's no big secret, but it's Just one of those things that feels really stupid when you say it loud. Try me. So yeah. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a fan of it when it reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything from dolls to costumes to lunchboxes. Didn't help that it was one of the shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a mortal who can transform into a armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when she transformed. I'd say it's quite ambitious for a child's show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image, challenging as fuck, in my opinion. Oh, wow. I know I called you a nerd, but you really got excited there. And that is the problem. Back when I was even more obsessed with Jules, I sang the song, I dressed like her, I could even recite the full chapter. A full chapter? Could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are assholes. They went out of their way to tease me for things I did back when I was too young to think about it. I don't hold it against Jules, I just hold it against those fuck jobs. Ugh, sounds unfortunate. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age, do they? I worried about those jerk asses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyway, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I just instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing's too stupid to think about in retrospect. I shouldn't still be affected by it. And yet it still does, even today. There's nothing wrong with it though. I think it's kind of reasonable. Well, I hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you? When I was a toddler, I was the kind of kid to always fight kids bigger than me. And then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of a shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and I went to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years between 12 and 15, the better. Fair enough. So Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa? He was rough around the edges, the kind of guy that means well even if he says otherwise. He seemed to have a soft spot for me though. One moment he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little, and the next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot, my mother was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Out of old age, my dad always said his last words were something like, fucking scientists created talking mannequins, but they still can't let you upload your brain. Fucking useless. Why the question? I'm curious about you. Really curious. I just realized that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. Oh. From what you tell me though, your grandpa's personality really rubbed off on you. I've heard that one since I was a kid actually. You know boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends as well. What kind of people do you have around you? Keep in mind you're also included in this circle, so any insults you hurl at them will also apply to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. I should click the start button. Not intellect. Red-headed, glasses-wearing nut girl. Gun nut. Gun nut girl. Nut girl. Red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. I'd say she's got quite the eye for guns. One you called for the helmet thing? That one, yeah. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too. I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called Nirvana. And if you thought the city was dangerous, you should see the people yesterday with their excitement for the sequel. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. What do you mean? An means it's an annex to another building, so business. So what else does it do? I think it's a bar that was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building up elsewhere though and opened Nirvana B in the hotel instead. Odd decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. That's not woman cave. Yes, you'll read both are thinking the same thing. It's not the best phrase. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. There's also my old partner from when I was in the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, a lumberjack, a shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate mascot? I still see my face on websites from time to time. Anyway, aside from you, Jill, my sis, Iris, and Alexi, I guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see you in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones who want to hit me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there, but back home in college I went out a lot, but it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy, of course. I mean, sure, there's always four, but that cat's a hermit and refuses to go out, and is also a cat. You know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine. A cat's fine too. Hey boss, what will you do when the bar closes? I don't know, maybe take a friend's offer with working with her. I was also thinking of going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while. I see. Ah, but don't worry, bureaucracy is slow as fuck and they won't close for quite some time. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar that I'm planning to get you transferred to, so I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with. I have to trust another bar owner. It's definitely him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is unrelated. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. I'll clear our mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. That was nice. Snow? Wow. Chapter 2. Armaga. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have $8,000 needed. That is needed. Jill is curious about the Dharma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from being too distracted. Have a nice day. Oh, boss left the hoodie anyway. Shop. Daruma. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. Oh. JSF January 4th card announced 6'6" American Kid and Giant Yusuke headlining. What? The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 6'6" American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual GSF. It's like what, wrestling or something? But it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great war workers such as the Great DK and Errands. Full card below. Wrestling? My boss made me curious. Nanocam is now making smart underwear. If underwear you can change with a voice command is something you were wanting in your life, well, Nanocamo has you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nanomachine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties, just change its color to black and you will barely notice. That won't change the smell though, they are not that advanced. We can expect an increase in sales in the next year thanks to this innovative product. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye, I'm already using them. Super comfy if you ask me. You just thought about looking at prices, didn't you? I didn't know. Danger Use admin has been arrested again. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin known as Fefa for a second time. We have no details to give other than that he was arrested as a part of an ongoing investigation. Cybercrime unit Lisette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during a call, "We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday." When inquired about the arrest, Fefa would only respond with a calm, "Not this shit again." Poor guy. Media is still awfully quiet about it. Augmented Eye talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job and had to, due to that one rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think the Augmented Eye got tired of it. Fucking shame. So all we get is clickbait from now on. Gonna get worse at the very least. White Knights say there's a lot of people inside the building, at least 3 of them already dead. How is someone there shooting people? Looks like it was the security from the building, but I've got no details yet. Sounds weird as fuck though. Come on inside Anon, you gotta give us more. I'm doing my best here. Based Anon. Explosion registered and the media still quiet about it. Can't confirm there's an explosion, they're just saying just very frequently. I can't confirm there's an explosion, but it looked like there was just one of them. So there's more bombs, or not just one? That's right, just a few of them. Do you have any clues on who's doing this? I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group, a new one, looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned, just remove the word from my vocabulary, please. And it looks like it's not a group, just one person who set up all this. It's pretty ballsy if it's one person. And this is just a rumor around here, but Alice Rabbit might be involved. A hacker is helping out hostages escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Someone doing stupid shit on the internet is being actually useful. Some deep shit happened there, right there. Can't confirm the situation has finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from the servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage. It's pretty damn unsettling. The files available from approximately 60,000 sources. Terabytes that contain all the operations from Glitch City government and the White Knights operations. It seems like the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the servers inside of the bank, which had all the files under several layers of physical security. That shit sounds whack. How would do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, it looks like I have to leave, but I'll write down all the future details for some future post. Gonna need some time though. Godspeed, Anna. Would you read that file? Nah, yeah, it's better not to. If there's something that... I'm already... If there's some information that, you know, you can learn that, you know, you don't absolutely need, maybe just don't bother. If it's like harmless, go ahead, but there's no need to think more than you already do. No point. Monday. Kieran Gill? Oh, hey guys. How the hell did you get back in? I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait, that's not how you greet me after... That's how you greet me after so many days? I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd have to cut your paycheck for leaving for so many days without notice. See, Jill? You'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. I told you. Wait, why does he have the copy of the key and I don't? Well, the need for you having keys never arose, so I didn't really feel the need to give you one. Do you want one? Anyway, glad to see you're fine, Gil. Thanks, I guess. What, you're gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are or what's trying to come back to bite you in the ass, but just remember that there are people that actually care about you, so don't just leave like you did. Especially after all the hell broke loose. At least give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried. Isn't that normal? Eh. When it comes to you, I don't know. Shut up. She's right though, you shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats didn't move the internet a 10 hour though. Would you? Fine. Hey boss, why did you leave the hoodie at my place? Because it's yours? Well, I did tell you you could keep it. Sorry, I couldn't find it myself to take it. Why? Well, partly because I didn't feel right taking it, but mostly because I thought you looked totally cute in it. And that's the main reason. Okay. Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours, it's just Preserving cuteness is one of our principles. Right. Are you still worried about the whole bar closure thing? Of course I am. It's not like I can't work because of it though, but you know, all we can do is enjoy whatever time we have left besides left here as best we can. Besides was not in that sentence, yeah. So cheer up. Clients smell sadness and fear, and we don't want that. Clicked on that again. I'll go to my office. Okie doke. Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Not really, no. Anyways, let's start the day. How? Actually. I'm very hungry suddenly. What do I do? What do I do? I want to do an entire day, not just like half of the day and stop the break. So, food break. I have returned, and energy has been created via the consumption of food. Delicious. Time to mix and drink. Oh yeah, Gil. Glad to see you're fine. I mean it. Thanks. Oh, what a completely normal person. I'm looking for Dana Zane. Dana Zane. Can I have your name? Tell her it's Brian. Okay, just a sec. Boss, some Brian guy is looking for you. Tell him I'll be there in a bit. She'll... You know, you hear her. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I'll wait. It's weird for someone to come asking for her though. It's not so weird when you're the BTC's regional manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's didn't give you the best impression, did I? Don't worry, I know who I'm talking to. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyway. Handle me like just any other client. All right then, I can attempt to do that. What can I get you, Mr. Brian? Let's go with the basics. A sugar rush, please. Coming right up. He wants a sugar rush. I can make him a sugar rush. Sugar rush. Sugar rush. Here you go. One sugar rush. Yep. This one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal about sugar rushes, though. Why is that? They're like the fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people can mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow all the instructions. But if you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. They never told me that. Well, you're Jill, aren't you? Yeah, that's me. Dana has talked quite a bit about you. Really? And I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla has gotten. Can you disclose any information? I shouldn't, but you have the right to know. Well, thanks. I mentioned it. Well, way to start. You saw in the news on the information leaked during the Apollo Trust Bank, didn't you? About the White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks. Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Some of those folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC certified bars. The BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks. Although, it takes a bit of time to set up. It has apparently proven an effective method for money laundering. So where does Valhalla come in? Yeah, where's the part where you end my current livelihood? Young bars, like ones under the radar right now, and up to modest to low income ones are primary suspects. Not just Valhalla, any small bar with a small income is being investigated heavily right now. So the closure notice is due to low sales. Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is one of the rarest. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. We'll find out soon enough, Sorry? No, it's nothing. Don't mind me. Seems like your guess was spot on, Gil. If it helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Most of Glitch City's bars are a pain in the ass and constantly give reports of chemical damage, shady drinks, and misconduct. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. Closest thing to a recent complaint I was from that whole Farmer Fabrics affair from a little while ago. So much saliva. I wouldn't get my hopes up though, especially since the whole BTC will try to save face by axing as many suspects as possible. Knowing you're making an effort is enough. Thanks. Can I get you anything else? Now that I remember the recipe, has a drink created here, right? Oh yeah, the suplex. Get me one of those, please. Sure, isn't that like a super different from the sugar rush, isn't it? Like bitter, manly, and burning. That's the opposite of a sugar rush, is it not? Suplex. The registry form said that this was an accident while making a pile driver. You can ask the creator of the drink over there. Ah, so you're Robert. Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, the one and only Robert. My name is Robert, and that's my name, Robert. Jill called you Gil a while ago, though. Is that a nick? It's Argentinian slang. Robert is from Argentina, so we call him Gil. Okay. Sorry, Brian. I was sorting some stuff at the office. Come in. I'll be right there. Any other questions, Jill? Not really, no. Although, if you were to evaluate my performance right now, what would you rate me? Clean and timely. Don't know why I paused. Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders. Top-notch bartender. Thanks. Now, if you will excuse me. I'm surprised you haven't met him before. I received my training in another city. Regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk. Ah. I wonder what the boss will talk to Brian about. Jill, was it? Stella. Ah, Stella. What a pleasure. I remember you had quite the English accent. Are you okay? Yes, well, just call me Stella. And get me a big beer, please. Sure. On it. Stella wants a beer. Fucking massive. One large beer. Are you sure you're fine? You know Say, right? Of course. What's up with her? Well, she was at the Apollo Trust Bank during the whole affair and... Oh, right. And so she... Well, she didn't show up in the list of massive body count in the aftermath, so... I was hoping that you might have seen her. As much as I'd love to say I had, I haven't. Yes, I figured as much. And the air suddenly turned a lot heavy. I mean, I could tell her everything would be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending and also be completely made up, as I do not know. What do people do in this situation? Maybe a joke? Nah, that'd be a bit tasteless. Okay, just say anything. Say anything and you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting you will be enough. I don't think clearly you went under this kind of pressure, do I? You know, there was a private eye here the other day. Eye? Oh, sorry, an eye? Oh. Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. A private detective, I take it. Yeah, maybe you'll want his services? Well, what's his name? I believe it was Art Von Delay? Oh, that art guy, yes. I remember I actually hired him yesterday to look for Say. So you still have hope? On Say, it sounds like you're confirming she's dead, like, but yeah. I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now. And I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. I see. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he is quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me the answers about to say, whatever those may be. Sometimes I wish I had a magic wand so I could solve all the problems with my swing, you know? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, it's not about feeling uncomfortable, it's just weird. Usually I try to say something to my clients when I see them down. And right now I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical or just tasteless and unhelpful. Well, I'm glad to know you have at least that much common sense. All I can do is get you drinks. Do you want anything else? Something sweet that would help me calm down a bit? Gladly. Let's give Stella something sweet. Calm her down. Sugar rush. Wait, there was one that's like that was just called like sugar. No, that wasn't it. Sweet, 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 sour, sweet, really sweet. Moonblast. On the rocks. Blended. Moonblast. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Seems like you really like say. Well, I don't have brothers or sisters, and my social interactions are usually strictly business, so Say's more than a friend to me. She's sorry I brought up that topic at a bad time. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend. She's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high-class pricks at every race and upbringing on a daily basis. They use a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But being with Say, I can be myself. And I can do whatever I want and vent all of my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But I'm here, sitting at a bar, making other people do that job. Because I'm a useless pile of flesh, unable to do such a simple thing. Sorry about that outburst. Don't worry. I'm actually quite jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm gonna take my break and you could use some. Well, for a given value of fresh that we have. I'm fine, thank you. Squeak, squeak. Okay then. Gil, please service Miss Stella while I take my break. So leave it to me. Valhalla. It's now safe to keep playing. But damn, it's chilly outside. Throw these in. I'm back. Oh. What would a kid like you know about that, eh? I'm just giving you the facts as they are. What happened while I was gone? Let's see. Detective that guy comes in, Cat Boomer Girl greets him, they start talking, everything's okay until Begin mentioned Zaibatsu Corp offhand. After that, the guy got riled up and started badmouthing it. Oddly enough, he was the only one He was the only one. She just carried on like it was a normal conversation. I see. While I won't deny Zaibatsu Corp is anything but let me try that again. While I won't deny Zaibatsu Corp is anything but innocent, when you get down to it, it has enhanced the quality of life here. Yeah, if by enhanced you mean getting yanked around by a shiny new chain by our necks. Can't you see that those big companies don't care about us? Why do you think Glitch City is mockingly called the guinea pig of the world? We're just one big test group for them. They use however they want. Then again, I don't expect a kid like you to understand how hard it was, let alone a rich kid. True, I don't know, and true, I have a privilege that clouds my judgment, but can you deny that the meddling of the Zaibatsu Corp has brought quite a few benefits? Like what? The AI integration program they started is making huge advances in the AI department. Every day, more and more countries are seeing the benefits of recognizing its AI as citizens. Yes, but we also hold the AI reformation program, meaning that we're also the world's Lilim prison. AI went rogue, transfer it directly to drone or ship to Glitch City. That murderer is now delivering your pizza. Fair point, although that program has been proven to reform many AIs. You don't brag about the 80% success rate for nothing. This city also has a stronger economy because of the Zaibatsu Corporation. Zaibatsu Corp's success has made more and more companies bring their products here. And the gap between classes continues to grow. More and more companies means more people who will plant their feet on your face. But it also means more products are being brought to the lower class. Stores have 20% more brand variety compared to last year, all thanks to Zaibatsu Corp's. Zaibatsu Corp's main medical research branch has also made a lot of discoveries. More and more illnesses previously thought incurable are being addressed every single day. It's amazing for those who can afford them. Meanwhile, down here we're experiencing medicine shortage almost every month. You have a point there. Oh, but there's also more jobs. All of the companies coming down here need personnel. So the unemployment rate has gone up by almost 40%. Gone down, I mean, of course. More jobs? Shut up. Am I wrong? Well, that's... If I got just proven wrong. Don't just sit there, give me Zen Star. Sure, let's make a Zen Star for the poor loser baby who can't win arguments. 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Here's all everything in a bowl. God, this is awful. It's your order though. Just like your opinion, it's not too good. I seriously hope you don't really believe everything you said. Of course I do, why else would I say it? You do bring up something I've always failed to remember. All the benefits we've gained over the time are limited to a few. I can talk about the advances all I want, but at the end of the day, we're still a luxury, but they are still a luxury belonging to only a few. And even those that can't be accessed by everyone are more than... Oh, I'm tired. I must speak because I can't read. Well, that's just normal actually. And even those that can be accessed by everyone are more like an improvement in a bigger picture. That doesn't take away the fact that there have also been positive changes. Credit where credit is due, don't you think? That's a pretty mature answer. Discussions are a way for two parties to understand each other. The only people afraid of discussion are the ones whose points are too fragile to defend against. Immature, whatever. Well, I'm going to take this chance to ask you about the job I offered you. I haven't been able to find much, but I can tell you that at least she wasn't at the bank when it opened. What does that mean? Either she left before the whole incident started, or she managed to escape at some point before the whole thing ended. All the corpses were accounted for. They only found one totally disfigured, but witnesses identified it. It wasn't your friend, that matches for sure. I see. Did you call him here? No, he just appeared at... No, he just happened to come here today. The weird part is that the girl did enter the bank. It's like she vanished or something. I'm very curious now. I see. Thank you. I'll keep up. Keep it up. Your face brightened up a bit. Hope is the last thing you lose, I guess. If he's telling the truth, they might have found a way out. She's a resourceful girl. She surely did something. I think I'll have another drink. Do you want anything? Me? Just get me whatever you order. 2 bad touches, please. Oh, okay. 2 bad touches. Better make them boil off too hard. Rocks next. Ba, 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 da, da. 2 bad touches. I remember this one party when I remember this one party I went to. The guy that came up with the name of this drink showed up. After people found that one out, they lined up to slap him for whatever reason. They didn't seem offended to me though. Imagine a guy shows up and tells you, I made a classy bad touch. Wouldn't you like to slap him? Are you okay, Jill? I'm... Now that I think about it, did you find that girl you were looking for with your Mr. Von Delay? Well, it turns out she was at the Apollo Trust Bank all this time. No wonder I couldn't find her. Girl? Well, someone paid me to look for Crimson Rose, and she happened to be at the, What? I'm trying to avoid mentioning that a dangerous assassin got stuck in the same bank as the girl you're looking for. Oh, don't worry. Besides, the last thing I'm worried about is... Besides, the last thing I'm worried about with, say, is people. Why is that? Her attitude is usually so laid back, her gentle that she has no problem getting people on her side. And on the off chance she has to defend herself, well, I once saw her take care of a warbot gone haywire by herself. I believe she quite fine. She did need medical help afterwards, but she recovered in no time and managed to take care of the bot. Is she really that good? Well, she's not only really physically fit, but she's also really good with Krav Maga and... Something wrong? No, nothing. I just realized I forgot about all that. She's not invincible, but she knows how to take care of herself, and like I said, she's resourceful. She surely would have found a way out. I just hope she's well wherever she is. She owes me an ice cream. Maybe more. Do you want another drink, Mr. Vonderlei? it's on me again. Are you sure? Yes, order away. Okay, then I'll have a piano man. And you, Stella? I'm fine, get his order. A piano man for the a piano man for the detective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Box mixed. One piano man. So this is what drinking something classy without worrying about the price feels like. Alright, I should get going. My contact will arrive at the rendezvous point soon. I'll let you know if I find out anything else, Miss Hoshi. Please do. Right then. You've been quite generous today. Well, he made my night with his discoveries on Sage's situation. I'm not totally over it, but at least I got distracted for a bit. Well, that's it for me. Good night, Miss Hoshi. Thanks again. Please come again. You don't mind if I stay here a bit longer, do you? Why would I? It's not like you're asleep. Thanks, this place is soothing. I know the music's good, isn't it? I'll just go sit over near the arcades. Alright then, that would be all. Alright then, that would be all, Dana. Quite a mess, the situation with Robert. Ow. Brian, you have a meeting in an hour with MI6 Hall C. Right. Oh, if it isn't Miss Hoshi herself. Ah, Brian, fancy meeting you here. I didn't expect to see you here, of all places. Are you busy? Mind catching up for a bit? Ah, sure, no problem. Jill will be sitting over here. Let me know if you need anything. Will do. This holophone's a laggy model, so old model. It is also a laggy model. You can call me Cass, by the way. I'm Jill. You guys give a lot of liberties to my boss. I mean, she gets away with too much stuff. She's not hurting anyone, and wouldn't you say it's more interesting than what? You finally hung up. Oh, it's been quite the day. At least the streets are calm today. I have arrived yet again at oh god, a majestic Hall of Heroes. Calm until now. Oh no, it's not. We meet again, bartender. You look winded, Virgilio. It's pronounced Virgilio. No, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Virgilio. You said as much last time you came. Pronunciations are such a silly thing society imposes upon letters. They want to be free. They want to be pronounced however they want. You look winded, Virgilio. We are all little toys. Winded by the cruel hand of fate. Just stumbling until it decides not to wind us anymore. And yet you're the only one in the vicinity hyperventilating. That's because I was joking. Dressed like that. I can joke however I want. You sure can. Well, what can I get you? Something fake. Oh, of course. Something fake. I'd say this is it. Wait. I'd say this is it. Just normal one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it just shaped? Yeah. This isn't the real one. This is a attempt to make what it tastes like. Here you go. Now tell me why this is fake. I did try. Jill, you have a reason. Your expectations of me giving a damn about the abstract order of fake. Oh, bravo, brilliant. Ugh. Say, Virgilio, where do you work? I take the noble duties of a curator at the Steampunk Museum. Really? What do you do? I study everything that comes and keep it clean for the people that visit the premises. But lately my duties have been hindered by the museum's owner. So you're a cleaner. Yes, he told me to stop touching the exhibits. You're going to break them. The nerve of some people. He still fails to realize that I'm the curator there. Without me, all those machines would be rustier than they already are. Even the visitors get that I'm the one responsible for those. Why can't the owner realize it too? Yeah, I bet he treats you like a janitor or something like that. Exactly. Okay then, time for your next challenge, bartender. Challenge, yay. I want purity. He wants purity. Well, there are no pure ingredients, so... This seems like it might be it. Because... it's 1 aldehyde and 9 carbotrene. And carbotrene is like alcohol. And alcohol kills germs and therefore purifies it. And also alcohol is said to purify things in mythology, so... Angel Weaver. How is this pure? It's a drink, it's free from any human sin. It can do no harm consciously. Yes, beautiful. Hey you, the guy over there. Me? Yes. No, yes, you. Have we met before? I can't remember, maybe. Yes, I think... No, we haven't met. No, not at all. That's an interesting reaction. Jill, I'll be taking my leave now. Be careful out there. Thank you. Excuse me, have we met somewhere before? That face, that eye. What about my eye, punk? No, that's not. What about my eye, punk? Punk doesn't work with this voice. We have never met at all. Never, ever. Good talking to you, bartender. Goodbye. Did you just scare off a client? Apparently. Well, I'm off. Thanks for everything. Don't mention it. Are we done for today? Yep, quite a few clients considering the whole situation. Oh shit, that Virgilio guy. So you two have met before? Yeah, you could say that. What? Tell me. Jill stuff, don't mind it. What were you talking about with Brian? Well, we were mostly catching up, to be honest. Hadn't seen him in a while. I offered him a drink when we last met. That's not what she said. I offered him a drink when we met last week. I mean, it's not wrong, but, you know, it's not what she literally said. I talked a bit about what to do after the bar closes. Oh, and I tried to explain the kind of situation with Robert here. He agreed to help me out with that one when the time comes. Oh. I was also tuning up details for the new employee. A part-timer, you'll meet him tomorrow. A part-timer? Ooh. Oh. Him? So is a guy. An adorable guy, if I do say so myself. An adorable guy. I suddenly have deja vu. Are you alright, Jill? You seem a bit out of it. It must be nothing. Brian told me to give you this. Nice, no mistakes. Ah! Jill's a bit tense. Buying a shoulder massager will prevent her from getting distracted. I'll buy it and save. We should buy the shoulder massager. This is not. Well then. I hope that this was enjoyable. See you at another time.